Na, 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 na. Well, the age-old debate about Ross Geller from the Ross and Rachel from Friends being a red flag has been reignited by none other than Lisa Kudrow this time.
It's levels.
A bad boyfriend.
Yeah.
Internet has always been divided over whether Ross Geller was a green flag or a red flag, but now since Phoebe herself has called him a bad boyfriend, my god, the internet is again flooded with comments saying that he has been a red flag. But after rooting for him for 10 seasons, I think his character deserves a little bit more introspection than just calling him a red flag or a green flag. Honestly, I am not saying that there aren't mistakes that he didn't do, but as per me, his character also evolved over time. There are three major mistakes that he did that we are going to talk about in this video, and then after that we are going to analyze whether the character of Ross Geller would survive this age's scrutiny or not. So first thing first, when it comes to the popular shows or characters or movies, they just have to stand the test of time every, I think, in couple of years, every decade maybe, because every generation is evolving, and when they see their classic shows, they judge them basis on what is happening currently or how the generation has evolved. So for the character of Ross Geller, the people were hooked for 10 good seasons, and so much so that love story of Ross and Rachel was so famous that even the finale of the show was based on their love story. How did it end, right? And all of us were rooting for Ross, all of us were rooting for Ross and Rachel. That's how it ended also. But right now what I have been seeing is a lot of hate has emerged for Ross for three major reasons. First, his insecurity when Rachel started a job and he met a guy friend, and supposedly he was majorly jealous of how close they were being, but even though there was nothing going on between Rachel and that guy. But we are forgetting the fact that Ross himself came out of a wedding, came out of a marriage where he was cheated on. So I am not saying that being insecure or being jealous is a very good thing for anyone to have, but I am still giving him a little of benefit of doubt over here, because his marriage failed because of a cheating spouse. So I can still say that's why he was insecure in his current relationship as well. Second, where I cannot justify his actions at all, is when Rachel is in a work crisis and he reaches her office taking a picnic basket, asking her to take some time out and have a picnic with him. I'm sorry, if you're justifying this action, you're embarrassing yourself. Please don't. Third, again, no justification for this one. They broke up in the afternoon, and then in the evening he went on with somebody else and did that mistake, after which he just kept on saying for 10 good seasons, I was on a break, we were on a break. I mean, Rachel was also on a break. She did not go suddenly out and start dating other guys and did what you did. So no, these two mistakes I think got him the label of being a red flag majorly. While I am not justifying these two mistakes, what I have to say is that his character eventually evolved. We are forgetting how good he got with Rachel over the years that passed. There was even an episode where Rachel and Ross were not even in a relationship, but since she needed him, he did not go to his big break to be on TV on that particular day. So that deserves a shout out. There was even an episode where Rachel was all she didn't take advantage of her just because he could. So his character evolved over time. I get it that there were some mistakes that he committed, and there is even if they maybe the makers should have showed one episode in which Ross is admitting that yes, he did commit that mistake, and he just say we were on a break for the sake of saying it, because if he admitted it to himself that he was wrong, so he won't be able to maybe he would not be able to ask Rachel for forgiveness. So maybe just one episode or one scene wherein he admitted a mistake loudly would have been better for his own character. but since he maintained, we were on a break till the end, it did not go well for him. Right now people are judging him on that for not even once he admitted his mistake. So that is a major red flag behavior. Since his character evolved a lot and he was very good to his ex-wife as well, who cheated on him while being in a relationship. So I am not going to go all out and call him a red flag, but I will say he was a red flag who over the course of time evolved and turned into a decent guy. I think that's what we should remember towards the end of the show. That's why we were all rooting for him, because we saw him caring for Rachel. We saw how he was as a father with Emma. So these are certain things that we should not forget just because he committed a few mistakes. And also, it is not for us to forgive him or not. The character of Rachel forgave him for what he did, and he never made that mistake again. So that was sort of also their personal dynamic, I would say. Yes, again reiterating that it would have helped if they kept a scene of him admitting his mistake somewhere along the lines. We were on a break, it really hurts. It even hurt at that time, it hurts today. And makers could have avoided him being called a red flag just by adding a few things here and there. So that's what I think about Ross. Do let me know what are your thoughts on this, for sure.